Hello guys, welcome back to the St. Thomas School. Today we are going to study the lesson number 4, that is list and table handling in HTML. In this video we will talk about how to insert list and how to insert table, and the last we will understand how to insert frame. So let's get started. Before starting practical of list, we will understand what is list. So HTML allows to create a list to add clarity to pages. These lists can be simple list without numbering or ordering, and list within or list with numbering or order list. So there are three basic types of HTML list. These are unordered list, ordered list, descriptive list. We'll talk about unordered list. Unordered list means a list which is not in a sequence. The list where all the items are coming with a special notations, that is called symbols or bullets. It may be the square, it may be disc, it may be circular. So we'll see how to create this. This contains items with symbols. This symbol is also called bullets. To create this list, UL opening and closing tag is used. The items of this list are enclosed within li. So if you want to insert items in the list, we have to use a li tag. To change the bullet, we can use type attributes along with circle, square or disk. Syntax for this: ul type is equal to disk. li will li will be used for giving the each item. Li item 1, li will close, li item 2, li will close, and so on, and last will close the ul. Let's see practically how this is going to be appear. Hi friends, today we are going to understand how to create the list. List means group of items. It may be in a sequence or it may be without sequence. So see how to create list. चलिए शुरू करते हैं कि लिस्ट कैसे बनाते हैं. So first of all we have to write HTML. As we know, HTML will close. So let me write this document, then head will come and head will close. In between head, title tag will come and title will close, and give a heading here, list demo, and here I want to make a list of various items. So I will write body first. Let me close body. Yeah. To make a list, we have to decide which kind of the list you want to make. Here we are going to understand how to make the unordered list. Unordered list means the sequence is not mentioned. So to create an unordered list, we have to use the ul tag, ul, then close ul, and here ul will be closed. So I will close here. The tag ul tag is used to create unordered list. To create each item, we have to give the li. Li, the first item, suppose my first item is pen, and li will close. Second item, I want to give notebook, and I will close this li. Third item, I want to give pencil. I will close this. Next item, I want to give here eraser. I will close this. Next item, I want to create laptop. So as per your requirement, you can give here the list of the item. Let me save and let me click and let me open in the web browser. How this is going to be open? Let me save it. Here I want to give a list dot html, and I will press F5. you can see the list has been created. Let me make it bigger one. How to make a bigger one? So here use I will use a font tag. Font size is equal to, I want to give here test 7, and I will close this font after UL. Let me save and let me show you. You can see it is looking. So here you can see this list is coming in without sequence. There is no numbering, but along with each item you are getting the bullet, that is this dotted are known as bullets. If you want to change this bullet, you can. How can change? So here we have various type of the bullets. Here you can mention UL type is equal to, suppose you want a square, so give here a square, save it and go to tools and click on go. You can see instead of this solid dotted, we are getting here square. If you want here instead of a square, you can give a disk. Let's see how this is going to appear. Save it and back to the web browser, or you can press F5 also. You can see disk is coming like that. If I give circle here, let's see, CIRCLE circle, and let me save. So you can see. So you can decide the UL type. It may be circle, it may be a square, it may be disk, or if you are not mentioning any UL type, so by default it will appear in dotted. Dark dot will be there along with each item. So this is the way to represent list. So here we understood unordered list. Here the sequence is not mentioned. List. An ordered list contains items along with numbers or alphabets. To create order list in HTML, this OL tag is used. As usual, the item of the list are enclosed within the li opening and closing tag pairs. To change the starting order of list, start attribute is used. Syntax for this, OL type is equal to a start is equal to 3. If you don't give this type and start, both are the optional attribute. If you don't mention the type, I mean this attribute, by default this will be appear in the decimal number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's see how to create this. Now we'll talk about ordered list, means how to create the group of items in a sequential order or in a sequential manner. So let's go. To create an ordered list, we have to use the OL tag. OL type. If you don't mention type, then it will appear all the items in a sequence just by using the decimal number. Let's see how this is going to be appear. So let me close this OL. So keep in the mind, OL tag is used for creating the order list. Li for each item. Suppose here I want pen, and let me close this Li. So Li will close. Then Li will start for pencil. Li will close. Li for notebook. Li will close. Then Li for the laptop. You can give as per your requirement how many items you want in a list. Li, you can write here eraser, whatever you want. Li will close. So let me make it bigger font size. So I will use here font size is equal to 7, and let me close this font after OL tag. Close. Now I'm going to save it, Control S, and give here list 1.html or whatever you want. Save. Then press F5. You can see this is coming in a sequential order. Here you can see I have not mentioned, let me show you. I have not mentioned the OL type. So it is appearing in 1, 2, 3. That is called the decimal number. But if you want to change this type, so you can change. Type is equal to, suppose if you want to write in Roman, so you just give the first Roman number. It has also two variations. If you want to write in the upper, so you give the capital I. Let me show and let me, after saving here, come back to the web browser and refresh. You can see this coming in the, you can see here how this is going to be appear, right? So you can see how this is going to be appear. Now, suppose instead of this, if I give small I, then you can see how this is going to be appear. Okay, so you can change the OL type. Suppose I want to create a list as A, B, C, so I will give here capital A and let me save and let me refresh. Capital A, B, C. If you want to create a list where you are giving a small a, so you can save it, small a, B, C, D, E. Okay. So you can change the OL type as per your requirement. But if you are not mentioning the OL type, so by default it will appear in as a decimal number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which you are using every day in your life. So here you can give different type like Roman number, you can give alphabet, you can give alphabet has two types, lower or upper. Roman has also two types, upper and lower. So you can give as per your requirement. Nested list means the list within the list. Means if you have a created list and if you want to create inside another list, so you can use nested list concept. Let's see how to create this. Nested list. Let's see how to create that. Nested list means list within list. Here I want to create a list. So I will use OL, then in the I'll give LI. First I want to create input devices, and here LI will close, and inside this I want to create the another list of input devices. So I'll use here, if you want to create the dot unordered list, so you can use the UL tag. If you want to create the ordered list, so again you can use the OL tag. So here I want to create the ordered list, so I will use the OL and I will change the type, that will be Roman I, and here I will give LI. The first is keyboard and I will close this LI. Another I want to give LI, that is the second is mouse, and I will close this LI. Now the first list within list is done. So I will close this. After closing this OL, I want to close this OL. OL will close inside OL. Now again I will start the LI. So this is outer LI. Now I want to create another LI for output devices. So I will give here output devices, and LI will close, and this we have to give another OL type. I want to mention here capital A, and the LI is the first list is monitor, then LI will close, then second is a speaker, then let me close this LI and close this OL. and close the outer OL. Okay, so I want to make it bigger one, so I will give your font size. I will mention here font size, or you can give simply heading H2. I want to give S2, and I will close this S2. Let me save and let me check it. Let me save it. Already saved. Let me press F5. You can see here the list has been created. Okay, input devices, keyboard. The mouse is not coming. Why the mouse is not coming? Because this LI is not closed. So let me close this. You can see this is not closed. Let me, okay, okay. Now see. Let me close this LI and let me refresh here. You can see. So here we understood how to create the list within list, that is called the nested list. How to create? First you create the first list, and inside that you insert the another list. You can see the OL is the outer list and the OL is closing at the last. Inside this OL we are creating another OL, and this OL is going to be closed. So this is for this input devices. Again I want to create the second. So after closing this OL, again give the LI, because we are going to continue in the outer output devices. Then create another list, that is OL type is equal to A. So here we understood how to create the nested list. So I hope you got it. Table. Table is the most important for representing the data in a proper format. So table is used to represent information in proper format to increase degree of understanding. Table opening and closing tag are used to create table. TR and TR opening and closing are used to create row. TD is used to create cell in a table. TH opening and closing tag are used to give heading inside the table. Caption opening and closing tag are used to create external headings. Let's see how to create table. Here we have a list of attributes of table, align for changing the alignment of the table. Where you want to place the table, in the left side, right side, center, you can use a alignment. Bg color for changing the background color. Border for changing the thickness of the border of the table. Cell padding, this attributes leaves a specified gap between the edges of the cell and their the content. Means if you want to create the space around the content of a cell, so cell padding use. Cell spacing, manage a space between each cell of the table. DIR, this attribute specifies the direction of the text that is displayed in table. Frame, this attribute controls the outermost border of the table. Rules, this attribute controls the presentation of inner border of table. Summary, this attribute presents descriptions of the table. Width, this attribute specifies the width of table. Okay, so we will understand how to create table. Table is most important. Let's see how to create the table. To create a table, we have to use table tag. Table, and table will close. And to create row, we have to use tr and close the tr. The one row has been created. Inside the row, we have various cell. To create each cell, we have to give the td. TD, the and we have to give the value for the TD. Suppose I want to create a roll number, so I will give you a roll number, and then TD will close. If I want to create one more cell inside the first row, so again I will give here TD, and here I want to create name and close this TD. Another row, another cell I want to create for suppose marks, percentage marks I want to give here, percentage marks, or simply I can insert this symbol percentage marks. I will close this TD. Let me show you first table dot html. Let me press F5. You can see this table is coming, but there is no border, right? So if you want to insert the border, so we have to use the attribute. Let me show you that attribute is border. Give the border value. Suppose here I want 2, so save it, and here refresh. You can see now the first row and 3 columns, that is roll number, name, marks, or we can see in the first row we have a 3 cells, roll number, name, marks, right? And as we know the first row is considered as heading, so instead of TED you can give the TH for heading, that will appear in the bold. So I will suggest that if you create the first row, so instead of TD you give the TH, that is for the table heading, and that looks more bolder than the normal TD. Let me show you. You can see it's looking bolder one. Now if you want to increase the border size, you can give the border size. If you want to increase the width and height of the table, you can. So here I want to increase the width. Maximum is 100%, you can give as per requirement. Here I want to give the width is 50%. And height you can mention also HEIGST. Height is also maximum 100%, I want to give this 50%. After saving, refresh it. You can see this is looking so bigger, right? And this table is not coming in the center, so you can align in the center also. How to create another row? I want to give here TR, then TR close. One more row has been created, but inside this second row there is no any cell, so give here TD, because this is second row, so there is no need to give the TH. TH is only for giving the heading for the first row. If you want to give, you can give, but I will suggest use the TH only for the first row, because the first row is considered as heading, right? So here give TD and give the roll number 1 first, and close the TD. Then after, so here I have given for the name, I want to give here Mukesh Singh, and another TD I will give for marks. Suppose his percentage marks is 78. Close this TD and close this one also. Save it and refresh it. You can see. If you want another one, you can. If you want to remove this thickness, you can remove also. Let's see how this is going to appear. Okay, so as per your requirement, you can increase or decrease the width and height. Here I have a removed width and height, so it depends on the content which you are giving to the each cell. And if I want to create another row, TR will close. Then inside the third row I want to give record for the roll number 2. You will copy and paste also, so this is also possible to make more speedy work. And the name is suppose Sanjana. I want to give here Sanjana Ranawat, and another TD for her marks. Her marks is 89%. Close this TD, close the second TD also, and close the first TD also. Save and refresh it. You can see. I want to place this table in the center. So I will write here align. Align is equal to CENTER. Let's save and let me refresh. You can see this table is coming in the center. Let me increase the width also. Width, I want to give here width is equal to 50%. Let me save and let me refresh. Right? And if you want to change the background color of this table, so you can change. You can give the BG color, BGCOLOR, BG color is equal to, suppose here I want cyan, so I can give the cyan here and let me refresh. You can see. So here you can change the background color of the table. You can change the border thickness. You can change the alignment. You can change the border size also. You can change the width. We can change the height. So here we understood how to create the table. Now the question is that you want to merge the cells. So how will you merge the cell? That is task for you. Suppose just above this roll number, we can understand like that. Suppose let me open the word and let me show you. Then you will understand. Here I want to insert a table. This is my table. So my question is that I want to merge this. Here I want to merge. So here we have a simple method to merge it. Or just by right click and you can merge cell. The same thing I want in this HTML table. Here I want same thing I want to insert one more row above the roll number, name and marks, and I want to insert a row. So first we will insert row. So just above I want to insert one more row, so I will go just above the first and I will give you a TR and TR will close. Now the one row has been created. Let me see and let me show you also. The one row is created, but I have not created any single cell. That's why it's going to be not visible. So if I give here cell TD, let's see the first TD, and let me close this TD also. You can see the first cell has been created, but here I want to merge all three cells. So how to merge? So we have to use here, there is a properties called col span, or we can say a col span. How many columns are going to be merged? 3. So give it 3. And let me refresh and let me, okay. So you can see it's merged. Now let me give some value. Then it will be more clearer. I want to give here value inside TD. Marks it of a standard 10th. Let me save and let me show you. You can see it's not in the center. You can put in the center also. How? Instead of this TD, you can give TH also, and here you can give TH. And let me save and let me show you. Okay, so now you can see this is coming in the center, TH. By default, TH display the content in the center. So here we understood how to merge cells. So you can merge the cells along the cols, that is called the col span. If you want to merge along the rows, that is called the row span. So we'll see also how to merge the rows. Suppose if you want to change the individual color of the cell, how can change? Simple. Suppose I want to change this marksheet color. So I will write here BG color. BG color is equal to, suppose I want to give here magenta. Let me save and let me show you. You can see Means here we understood if you want to change the background color of individual cell, you can change. How? Just go to the that in particular TD or TH, and inside that insert the attribute that is bg color and mention the color. So that is the way. So here we understood how to create the table. Tag. This tag is used to give external heading. If you want to add external heading to the table, so we can use the caption tag. Okay, so now we're talking about how to give external heading for the table. For that we are using the caption tag. How to use? Before table tag we have to use the caption, and give the message which you want to display as a external heading for the table. Suppose I want to give here St. Thomas School Surat. This is my external heading, and caption will close. Let me save and let me refresh this page. You can see the caption is coming here, but I want to put in the center or just above this table. So I will use here h1 for the heading, and inside that I will use align attribute, align center, and I will close this h1. Let me save, let me refresh. So you can see the St. Thomas School Surat. Spelling is wrong, so let me correct the Surat. S-U, okay, S-U-R-A-T. Let me save, let me refresh it. Okay, now see, here I have given St. Thomas School Surat as a external heading. If you want to insert the external heading, so we have to give the caption, this tag, and that tag will be used before the table tag is starting, right? And cell spacing. Cell padding is used to insert space around text of each cell, whereas cell spacing is used to insert a space around the cells in a table. Let's see how this is useful. We will talk about cell spacing and cell padding. First, we will see the cell padding. Cell padding and cell spacing are the attributes of table tag. So let me use first cell spacing. Cell spacing. Cell spacing. And let me give some value here. I want to give here 20. Let me save and let me show you. So you can see the cell spacing is used to create a space around the cells. If you want to create the space around the cell, so we have to use the cell spacing. Let me give you 5 and let me save and let me refresh. You can see. So is it very clear? The cell spacing is used to create a space around cell. Now I will talk about cell padding. Cell padding is used to create a space around content of the cell. So I want to use here cell padding. Cell padding, let me give here 5 and let me say. You can see around this text of the cell is going to increase the space. So if you want to increase the space around the text of the cell, we have to use cell padding. If you want to increase the space around the cell or among all the cells, we have to use the cell spacing. Let me give 10 and let me show you. You can see the space around the text is going to be increased. So here we understood cell spacing and cell padding. Cell spacing is used to increase space around the cell. Cell padding is used to increase the space around the cell content. So that is the difference. table within table. If you want to create a table inside another table, so you can use the nested concept. Let's see. Now we'll talk about how to create nested table. Nested table means table within table. For example, you can see here. Here there are three tables. The one table which is going to hold the another two tables. The one for input devices, another for output devices. I repeat, nested table means table within table. You can see here there are three tables. The one table is going to hold another two tables. So one for input devices, another for output devices. Let's see how to create this. Here give table border, give as per your convenient. I am giving 2. If you want to give a width, you can give a width, or you can just put as it is. Table, close this table. Now in the table, first table, we have to create the first row. So give tr, first row is created. In the first row you can see the input devices and output devices is coming. So means in the first row we have a 2 cell. So let me insert 2 cell, and this is the heading. So I will give here th, and the message is input devices. Then I will close this th. Then the second cell is holding output devices. So I will write here output devices. This is the example, so you can use as per your requirement. Now we have created the one row inside the first table, and the one row has a 2 cell, the one for input device, another for the output devices. After this, in the second row we have to create, in the second row first cell we have to create a table that is holding this serial number, items, price. So look at this. Second row has been created, and the first cell inside the second row has been created. And here we have to insert another table. So I will use table border is equal to, I will use 1, and I want to give width is equal to 100%. The first table inside the first cell of the second row has been created, but here there is 3 columns. You can see the one column for serial number, another for items, another for price. I means in the first row of inside the table has 3 cells. The one serial number, items, price. So I will write here th. First create the tr for close this tr, closed. Now give here ts because I want to give heading serial number. Then close this th. Another cell I want inside that is items, and close this th, and one more cell for its price. So I will give here price, and that th will close. Now the tr will be closed. Okay, after closing this tr, already this tr is closed, so let me rough one. Then I want one more row for inserting one keyboard and rupees 550. So I will write here inserted one more row, and td for the one, td will close 1, then td will close here, then another td for keyboard. So I will write here keyboard, and this td will close. Another TD I will give for rupees 550, and that TD will close and then TR will be closed. So I have created, so let me show you, let me save and let me refresh it. You can see the one table inside the cell created. I want to create another table inside this output box devices. So let me create, let me, okay. So now TR close. I'm looking to create the second TD of second row of outer table. So I will here inside this TD, sorry, this is the outer one. So here I will create one more TD and I will close TD. This is the second cell of the second row of the bigger table. Inside that I want to create table. So I will write here table border is equal to 1, right, and close this table, and inside this table I want to give the width also. Width is equal to 100%. In this table we have to create 3 cells. So here I will create th, that is a heading, and that is serial number, that th will close. Let me show you, let me save and let me refresh. The first cell has been created, then another cell th, and give here items, items, and close this th. Let me refresh, let me show you. You can see another created. Now I want to insert price. So here give th and price, close this th, save it and refresh it. You can see. Now I want to insert this price. Item 1 I want to insert here. So insert one row here. This is under the first row. So I will give here first row here, and here tier will close, another tier for inserting the serial number 1, and tier will close here. Here there will be TD for first one, and TD will close. Let me show you. Yes, you can see 1. Now I want to give item name. So another TD I will take here, TD, and suppose item is printer, and close this, and its price is suppose 10,000. So give here 10,000. Okay, so you can insert the, you can write here rupees 10,000, close this TD, and let me save, let me show you. You can see here I have inserted. So I have inserted the table. Width have given 100%. Now let me change the color of both the table, then it is different to easy to understand. I want to give a bg color is equal to bg color is equal to, I want to give gray. Let me see. Okay, and the color of this bg color is equal to purple. Let me see. So here we understood, if you want to increase this table size, so you can increase. Let me give here width is equal to, I want to give 100%. Let me save, let me show you. You can see how this is going to be appear. So here we understood how to create nested table. I hope you got it. Okay. HTML. The frames divide a browser into several parts or sub-windows in the form of rows or columns, or rows and columns both. Each sub-window contains its separate HTML file. Using this, you can handle different HTML codes individually. To divide our browser in multiple windows, we use frameset tag. To frameset, the frameset defines the division of window. Within the frameset, each frame is represented by a frame tag. To check the browser ability, it is supporting frameset or not, we can use no frames inside the body opening and closing tag. Frameset is used to place. Frameset is used in place of body tag. Now we'll talk about the frame. The frame is used to divide our web browser into multiple sections. It can be divided into rows or columns. So let's see how to do this. To create a frame, we have to use a frame tag, frame or frame set. First, then this tag is used inside the opening and closing body tag. So I will use here. I will give here, or it better for you. You use before opening a body tag. So I will use here frame set. And if you want to divide in the rows, so give the rows. Rows is equal to how many rows you want. Suppose 3 rows, so give the percentage of each row. Suppose first I want to insert in 20%, so you give 20%. Second, if you want to insert in the 60%, give 60%. And here we have to put double quotation, or without putting double quotation, that is also possible. Just give here comma 16%, then give 20%. One thing you have to keep in the mind, after giving all the percentage of all 3 rows should be equal to the 100%. You can see 20 plus 60, 80, 80 plus 20, 100. So the first row will, the first segment of web page will appear in 20%, the second will be appearing in the 60%, and third will be appearing in the 20%. And close this frame set. Now which page you want to open in first segment, so that we have to mention it. So use the frame src source, mention the source. Suppose I want to open this table.html, so I will write here table.html, and suppose I want to open in the 60% another, that table 1.html, so I will write here, or frame src is equal to, let me show you which page I want to open. So I want to minimize this, I want to show you, I want to open list, I want to open list 3. Okay, so I'll give here list 3, list 3.html. Here all the files are in the same folder, that's why I'm writing the only the files name. If the web page which is to the different places, so give the complete path, otherwise that will not open. Then frame src is equal to, suppose here I want to open my image, so I will write here image dot html. I want to open this page, so that the name of this file is image.html. Close, let me close this. You can close. Okay, sure. You can simply close by giving this, that is for closing. Okay, let me, and if you want to check it whether the browser is supporting or not, so we can use here no frame. No frame, this will appear when your browser is not supporting. So no frame, no frames, close this, and in the no frames you write body tag. Basically body is not used if you are using this frame set, but if the browser is not supporting, then this message will appear. Here let me write your dear browser does not support frames. This message will appear when your browser is not supporting. Let me save and let me check it whether this is going to be appear or not. Okay, let's go. And here we have to close the frames also. Frame set already, okay, frame set will close frame frame set, and let me close this frame set and let me check. Save it just by giving the frame set dot html, and let me, okay, here something is wrong. Let me check what is wrong. That's why this is red color. Frame set frame, mistake, spelling mistake is there. frame, right? Now it is okay. Save it and press F5. You can see this this browser is going to be divided into the three rows. The first row is going to show the first file, which is table.html. In the second row we are going to see the second file, that is list3.html, and in the third we are going to see the third file, that is image.html. So you can see now. So if you want to, you can see now I have made it bigger one. If your browser doesn't support, then what will come? Your message given inside the no frames, means this message will appear, but your browser is supporting. That's it. Watching this video, we will meet again with the new video. Thank you. Bye bye. See you.